Hello students, today we discuss a topic trade barriers from the international marketing subject which is in TYPMS. International trade has a vital and significant place in all the economies, whether it's a developed country or an underdeveloped countries or a developing country. All countries have resources, natural resources, but they may not be of the same productive results. There are so many differences in their economies, like different climatic conditions, natural geological deposits, supply of capital and labor. Every country wants to be self-reliant economy. However, despite all their efforts, it may not be possible because the demand from the people are diverse. So, most of the countries mutually have to depend on one another for the fulfillment of their needs and requirements. And that is where international trade comes in the picture. Now, when there is international trade, there would be competition, and it is the role of the government to basically safeguard the domestic industries, and hence we have the trade barriers. Now, trade barriers refers to the government policies and measures which obstruct the free flow of goods and services across the national borders. These trade barriers are generally imposed on imports and exports of the country. They are, of course, man-made. They are artificial restrictions imposed on trading activities that take place between different countries. The objectives of the government imposing trade barriers are to protect the domestic industries from foreign competition. If we have too much of influx of foreign companies into the market, there might be a possibility that the demand for products produced by the domestic industries reduce to such a great extent that they might get into losses and will eventually shut down, which will not be healthy for any domestic country. The economy from within should flourish, and there should be a balance between the growth of foreign companies' influx and the domestic countries. Hence, to protect domestic industries, to sustain their demand, the government may appropriately impose trade barriers if they find that the domestic industry is about to go into a loss or is about to suffer. Another objective of trade barrier could be to guard the country against dumping. Dumping is an economic activity wherein one country sells the products into another country for a price which is lesser than its home country. This can be quite dangerous as it might create monopoly in the foreign market, which the government of that foreign market may obviously not prefer. And hence, if the government finds that there are these kind of dumping activities being undertaken by foreign companies entering into the economy, it might impose trade barriers against that country. The entry of foreign companies does give the domestic market an exposure to newer products, but this can also give rise to healthy competition, and this competition will force companies to develop and innovate and create new products, and hence they will undertake research and development activities on a larger scale. The objective of a trade barrier might be from the government's end due to increasing the research and development to be undertaken in the domestic country depends on the investment resources that are available within the country. Another objective of the trade barrier can be to conserve foreign exchange resources. Generally, developing countries require products which are of higher value and hence import products which are of higher value, but in return export products which may be of higher volume but not of that high value. This creates a deficit in the balance of payments. In case such kind of situation does arise for a country wherein the import value are too high and the export value is too low, then there will be a possibility that the government imposes trade barriers in order to reduce the imports and increase the exports so as to get a better balance of payments situation. The balance of payment situation needs to be very favorable for every domestic economy. The reason being that if there is too much of dollars payments to be made, there will be a possibility that the country is taking it out of its treasury and hence the entire reserve, capital reserve of the country is reducing only to make payments for imports. If this kind of situation is found to be so by the government and its finance ministry, there might be a possibility that a trade barrier might be imposed. So the objectives of trade barrier is basically to protect the economy, the financial position and the domestic industries of the country. Also, there might be certain governments which do impose trade barriers in order to generate revenue, because out of every import tax that is imposed, there will be revenue which is generated for the government, and that can also be an objective of a trade barrier. There are two kinds of trade barriers, the tariff barriers and the non-tariff barriers. Tariff barriers are mainly quantitative, whereas non-tariff barriers are mainly qualitative. Tariff barriers would include payment of some kind of tax or duty, as the term would mention, and they are mainly in order to get revenue from the government. Non-tariff barriers are not any kind of payments which are made or any kind of duty which is made, but they are generally to increase or decrease the volume of trade that has been transacted between the two countries.